Hi, my name is Daniel Desmond and I'm building an alaia today. First thing I'm going to need is some wood. This is laminated pine wood. I don't know if it's going to work or come apart in the ocean because I've never done this before. So it's going to be a learning experience for me and you. I just gotta find the center of the board, and this board is 455 millimeters. So it would stand to reason that center would be 227.5 millimeters. So here we go, 227.5. So here's the middle, right there. Voila. Now I'm gonna mark the front of the board, the curve, and I'm gonna use my little African necklace to do that. Basically, I'm just going to take it, put my pencil into it, and then draw like this. But I have to get it perfect. So I'm just calibrating to get it right at the moment. Okay, I reckon that's perfect. Okay, let's give this a go. Okay, so I'm just going to cut the nose here with the jigsaw quickly. I also cut this. I forgot to turn the camera when I did. Sorry about that. So I finally have my template traced out. And there, got those fins there, and I got the concave working there. Now I'm gonna plane the sides and make them even, and then I'm gonna plane the bevels into the edges of the rails. Okay. So here's the board. I've done the outline of the board, and tomorrow I'm going to be shaping the rails, and the channel pushes water through the tail. But right now I'm quite done, and I'm going to go and relax, because it's actually quite hectic doing all that. Even though it might not look like in the video, trying to get both sides symmetrical without an actual template was quite a mission. So if you do this, make sure you have a template and are more prepared than I am. But I just kind of decided this morning that I wanted to build one. So yeah, if you're making a layer, be more prepared than I was. But I'm quite happy with the shape. Looks really cool, and yeah, I'm really excited to surf it when it's done. Morning guys, it's day 2 of the project. I'm just tracing out the outline of where I'm going to lathe today, so you can check that out now. Unfortunately, I kind of did it without you, but basically I'll show you what I did. Is I took this set square here, and I put the pencil, this blue pencil, next to it, and then I put it like this to make a clean line, and I just ran it down the edges, you see, to make the blue line. And I did it the same over here on the sides. I did it like that. Put the set square there, and then just ran it down the sides to make this blue line. Okay, so my battery's almost dead, but basically what I'm doing is I'm just lathing the sides to make the rails more sloped to the edges, and then I'm just going to carry on doing that while my battery charges. So yeah, basically I'm just lathing these sides down to make like instead of a straight piece of wood, it would be like a concave, like that sort of shape instead of like that. So I'm just trying to make that sort of shape with the edge of the wood. Okay, now I have to cut the tail channel. You can see here on this schematic or blueprint, you have to have a little indent between the rails, and that's what I'm going to be doing now. What I'm doing now is I'm just marking the channel of where I'm going to cut, well, lathe, to make the channel that pushes water through the tail here and gives it a little bit more stability even though there are no fins. Okay, so we've made the groove in the tail here, the channel that pushes water through the tail. As you can see, just let me see you check. You can see that. It's like a groove there, but it's not very smooth. It's very like rough. So we're gonna try and smooth it out with the hand planer a little bit, and then we're gonna follow up with the sander. So yeah. So I've got a sander here on the drill, and I'm gonna smooth out the gully that I made, that the channel that pushes water out through the tail. I'm a bit worried. I think I might have made the tail too thin here. It's really thin, and I think it might crack here. I don't know, but anyway, we'll have to see when I actually get round to riding it. Alright, so it's the last day of my winter holidays. Very sad. Tomorrow back to school. But I'm almost done the layer. So I'm quite happy. Right now we're going to fill in the little holes where the laminated wood joins. So, as you can see here, there's holes, tiny little holes in the wood, and I'm going to fill that in with some pine filler. And I'm going to finish off sanding the rails, making it more even on the edges. Yeah, I'm just going to do the final touches, and then hopefully I'll be able to laminate it later. there it is, pine wood filler. That's what I'm going to use to fill in the cracks. If any of you ever try this, please don't use laminated pine. Do it right. Get the right wood. Even if you are doing it from pine, don't do it from laminated pine, because then you get these little joins, and I don't even know if they're going to hold up in the water. Now I'm just sanding, hand sanding down the edges to get the final touch, final smoothness on the rails. Okay, so my Alaia is fully shaped. It's ready to be branded and oiled. I use linseed oil for the final touch. I'm thinking of doing a coat of marine varnish to seal it in so I don't have to oil it every few weeks when I take it out. But yeah, it has been quite a while since I have worked on my board. The last time I worked on my board, I think, was in like the June-July holidays. It was yeah, it was in July. It was on the 24th of July. It is now the 31st of December 2016. So it has been almost 6 months since, actually, yeah, almost 6 months since I worked on my board. You know, things get away from you. After I stopped working on it in July, I went back to school and I just didn't have time, and I worked for so long, so hard at school, and I just didn't have time to do the board. But now I finally got back to it and it's looking great. And you can see it now. Actually, I needed to brand it, so I went onto GIMP. Here's GIMP, I'll show you now. I went onto GIMP and designed this logo here. And then I went down to Word and I printed it out on a piece of paper and then burned it on with a soldering iron. So I took this soldering iron, then I took it over to my board. So I took this this logo, I printed it out on my board, I taped it down, and then I took the soldering iron here and I ran it along all the way around this ring. Actually, I did the wave first, so I did the wave, and then I did all the way around, and I was left with this. And then I put the name Duke there, the man who revitalized surfing. You can go and look him up. Just type in Duke Surfing into Google and you will find him. Just in honor of him. And here's my Alaia. I just oiled it up. This is what you can use as linseed oil. It's what they use now to seal the boards. They used to use coconut oil back in the day, I think, but linseed oil is probably the best. Yeah, it's looking really great. I'm just oiling it up. I'll probably use it tomorrow. I'm super excited. Yeah, that's the end of the board. So I took it out for a spin here and it cracked in a few places. Cracked here, I've glued it back there. And then it cracked down here where I said it would, where it's really thin, down here at the bottom. And you can see here where it's cracked. It's cracked all the way up here. All the way up here. And down here, over here. So this whole bit. I'm thinking of just cutting it off about there. And then I can still have an Alaia, because I did make it a bit long. So I'm thinking of just cutting it off there and seeing, and then just varnishing it. But we'll see. So I think in conclusion, the Alaia build, the shape was a success, the wood was not. If I'd used a different wood, I think that board would have been much better. I'm still thinking of just cutting it off and just maybe putting like a thick varnish on, like a couple of coats, because after I rode it, I went and took it up to a shop called Rolling Wood in Muizenberg, and they make wooden surfboards and environmentally friendly surfboard with recycled foams and resins and wood. And I went and talked to them, and they said I was supposed to put 7 coats of linseed oil. I only think I put on like 1 or 2 because I was super excited to take it out, and I just put 1 coat on or 2 coats on, and I thought that would be fine, but I should have put 7 on. In the case of that board, I think I should have probably varnished it, and I am actually going to varnish it now. If I choose to just cut the bottom off, it will be kind of sad to see the bottom go, because I don't know, that the fishtail is like really like, I really like the fishtail. Well, I could put another one on, so basically, if you're gonna do this project, buy the right wood. You can go and get it from Rare Woods here in Cape Town. If you're somewhere else, I'm sure you can find another place to get the right kind of wood. Don't do laminated pine. If you want to do it out of pine, should be fine, but make sure that it's one big piece and that it's not laminated, because that really does not work. But as far as riding, I rode it twice, got up twice. It was really fun. The board kind of like spun, and it was like really interesting to feel the difference of the ride. I will do an update video if I decide to chop the bottom off, and I will take you surfing on it in that video, but that might be a while. And I've also got another project coming up, another surfboard project coming up, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. But this is the wrapping up, this is the conclusion of this video. That's how you make an alaia. Just do those steps, except make sure you get the right wood. That's just the one thing, get the right wood. Anyway, I really enjoyed making this, so I will see you in another video. Over and out from Daniel.